Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan, and this will be titled, This is Only for Us. This is only for Yasharallah, the 12 tribes, okay? You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, also the speckled birds, who are likened to other nations due to their visual, but yet their father's seed heritage comes directly back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is only for us, okay? And the humor that I put on this was tonight is the Super Bowl, and you know Kendrick Lamar is going to do They're Not Like Us, which they're not. They're no other nation. We're separate. Holy means to be separate, but this is only for us. And I'm mainly going into, once again, the election, all right? The hopeful, the Bakarium, all right? The hopeful election, starting with the 144, the 100,000, the 144,000, which means the 12,000 of 12 tribes of Yasharallah, all right? And then the multitude, the 1/3. This is only for us, okay? This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 5, verse 59. And the priests stood arrayed in vestment with musical instruments, okay? So they had their garments on, all right? And they had all the ornaments that went along the garments, all right? With instruments, all right? And trumpets. And the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with Salakia, had cymbals, singing songs of thanksgiving and praising Yahweh Bashmi Shah, according as David, the king of Yasharallah, had ordained. King David, okay? And they sung with loud voices, songs to praise Yahweh Bashmi Shah, because his mercy and glory is forever. And all Yasharallah. Do you understand that? His mercy and his grace is forever in all Yasharallah. All right. So no matter the conditions you find yourself in, he's always with us, the creator. All right. And we're not talking about those ish people, the genociders. No, we're talking about those who are in a low state right now, coming up out of these curses of Deuteronomy 28. All right. Those people. All right. You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. Okay. Including, once again, you speckled birds, because we are all of the same family. Okay. And all the people sounded trumpets and shouted with a loud voice, singing songs of thanksgiving unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the roaring up of the house, for Salakia, for the ring up of, for the roaring up of the house of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So I want to get that again. This is First Esdras chapter 5 and 62. And all the people sounded trumpets and shouted with a loud voice, singing songs of thanksgiving unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the rearing up of the house of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Also, of the priests and Levites, and of the chief of the families, the ancients who had seen the former house, Okay, so they seen the house come down, come to the building of this with weeping and great crying. Okay, so the ancients who were still around this witnessed this rebirth of the second temple. They was amazed. They're like the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, but many with trumpets and joy shouted with loud voices, and so much that the trumpets may not be heard for the weeping of the people. Yet the multitude sounded marvelously, so that it was heard afar off. Okay, now you hear this? It was heard afar off. So the neighbors is hearing this celebration and this joyous momentum of this temple coming into creation. Okay. Wherefore, when the enemies, when you hear this, wherefore, when the enemies, we got many enemies. We'll get to that. Adawan Ratazai. Wherefore, when the enemies of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin heard it, and the tribes of Benjamin and the enemies of Benjamin and of Judah and Benjamin are also the enemies of all 12 tribes of Yasharallah, all 12 tribes. Okay, but this is nearby neighbors. Wherefore, when the enemies of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin heard it, they came to know what that noise of the trumpets should mean. So they analyze. They was like, okay, we're hearing them celebrate. We're hearing, okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. Now pay attention. Pay closely attention. This is First Esdras chapter 5, verse 67. And they perceive that they that were of the captivity. What captivity? See, we've always been in captivity. You so-called African Americans and Native Americans, Hispanics, this is nothing new. We've always been in captivity amongst all the 17 nations. But the worst, severest captivity, the most heinous, abominable captivity has been amongst Edom. Okay? But listen to this again. First Esdras chapter 5, verse 67. And they perceived that they that were of the captivity did build the temple unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, Allah, power of Yasharallah. Okay? Of what this word refers to as Israel. So they knew that, once again, they of the captivity. That's us, y'all. All right? 68. So they went to Zerubbabel and Yahushai and said, Salaki. So they went to Zerubbabel and Yahushai, and this is not Yahushai, the Yahweh's son that is coming to deliver us, but he is amongst the tribe of Judah. He's the book of Sirach. Okay. All right, so he is a prophet, okay, and obviously he played a major part, but he is of the house of Judah, though, okay. So they went to Zerubbabel and Yahushai and to the chief of the families and said unto them, "We will build together with you." All right, we will build together with you. You hear this? This is the other nations proclaiming this. All right. Now peep this out. First Esdras chapter 5 and 69. For we likewise, as ye do obey Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Azazabarth, the king of the, come on, man. Araeans. Assyrians, Salakia, Assyrians. So I want to read that correctly. Salakia. All right, First Esdras 65. First Esdras chapter 5 and 69. For we likewise, as ye do obey your Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Asbareth, the king of Assyria, who brought us hereth. Okay? Now, we got an answer to that. Because they saying we in too. We want to join in. We want to go hand in hand and be with you guys. But no. This is a book of Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy. Who are the enemies? The other nations. As the little hatters will say, the Goyim. Meaning other nations, okay? Never trust thy enemy. Starting with them, the little hatters, okay? But all nations alike, and the 2/3 of our nation, are definitely an enemy. Never trust thy enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, okay? Though he humble himself and go crouching, so though he disguises himself as a humble person and will try his hardest to seem not that wicked man that he is, yet take good heed and beware of him. And though shall be, all right, so I'm going to start this over. Sirach 12 and 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. Okay, so you seeing right through now. Now, if you have the mind state to slow down and pay attention to what's going on, you can see right through the game. Okay, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Okay. So once again, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given us these tools to observe and see. Now pay attention. Sirach 12 and 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him set at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thee seat. Okay, so whatever position you in, he'll overthrow you every single time, because that's the manner of man this person is. Okay, and thou at the least remember my words and be pricked thereof. Hey, take heed to what this man is saying. Okay, and this is the book of Sirach. All right, Yahweh Shai, that prophet. This is the book of Yahweh. This is Yahweh Shai that we was speaking of in Esdras. Okay, this is these men. All right, mighty men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent? And we know who the serpent is today. We've identified the serpent. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right, the rest of the nations, also the 2/3 of our own people. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any as come nigh wild beast? So if this is what you're willing to deal with, you reap what you sow. Okay, so once again, we're gonna go back to First Esdras, chapter 5. And I want that 69 again. All right. First Esdras, chapter 5 and 69. For we likewise, as ye do obey Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that's a lie because they haven't been given the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? And do sacrifice unto him from the days of Azazabeth, the king of Assyria, who brought us hereth, okay? Then Zerubbabel and Yahushua and the chief of the families of Yasharallah said unto them, it is not for us and you to build together an house unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? And I'm going to get that right now directly. Here we go. Amos chapter 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Hey, let's read this again. First Esdras chapter 5 and Salakia. First Esdras, yes, chapter 5 and verse 70. Then Zerubbabel and Yahushua and the chief of the families of Yasharallah said unto them, it is not for us and you to build together an house unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, so look, take heed on what this means. Let's go down now, okay? This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this, the word that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has spoken against you, O children of Yasharallah, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, the land of bondage, against the whole family, the 12 tribes. You only have I known of all the families, the 18 nations, of all the 18 nations, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Remember, we are of our father's seed, his lineage. Okay? Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities, your multiplied sins. Okay? Can two walk together except they be agreed? Now, peep out this. All right? Right here, they told you that they don't agree. These are followers of our forefathers follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? Once again, First Esdras chapter 5, verse 70. Then Zerubbabel and Yahushua and the chief of the families of Yasharallah said unto them, it is not for us and we and you, it is not for us and you to build together. So, hey, they wasn't with that walking two hand in hand together. Hey, I want to get this. I'm gonna take hey, for real. We going in. So they wasn't about this nature.
Appointed and
They wasn't this type of mentality.
appointed, and you're the senator of his state, and she endorsed me. You must really hate her. No, it's a shame. It's a shame. Uh-oh.
I just love you.
No, that's...
So you get it? You get it? They wasn't about that lifestyle. They was about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I'm going to read this one more time. First Esdras, chapter 5, verse 70. Then Zerubbabel and Yahushua and the chief of the families of Yasharallah said unto them, it is not for us and you what? You heathens, you goyim, the 17 nations to build together an house unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? We ourselves alone will build until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of Yasharallah. Now, this was a physical temple. Today in 2024, 2025, and moving forward, we are building the spiritual temple, starting with who? Once again, the apostles of Great Millstone, the kings of Yasharallah. All right? The kings that he have appointed. If you can't buy that, then you just ain't of the election. Okay? All right? Then you got the elders. You got the Akim, the preachers, okay? Those who sigh and cry, like-minded men. I pray to Yahweh Bashim Ashai, I am amongst them, okay? All right? It's for real. All right. So, First Esdras chapter 5, 71. We ourselves alone will build unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua of Yasharallah, according as Cyrus, the king of Persia, have commanded us. And how did he get that commandment? Through the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That doesn't mean that King Cyrus is saved. No, that just means that the Lord appoints all instructions, okay? But the heathen, the Goyim, but the heathen, you hear this? First Esdras chapter 5, 72. But the heathen, the 17 nations, along with Edom, of the lands lying of the land lying heavenly upon the inhabitants of Judah and holding them straits, hindered their building. Okay, all of that means putting them in a difficult situation. Okay, straits, hindering, putting them in a difficult situation to build. Okay, and by their secret plots and popular persuasions and communications, they hindered the finishing of the building. All the time that the king Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from the building of the space of 2 years until the reign of Darius. Now I want to start over on this. This is a major vocal point right here. This 73. Okay, First Esdras 5 and 73. And by their secret plots, let's get it. Come on, man. Psalms 83, verse 1. Okay, and we heard about this ASAP. Okay, Psalms 83, verse 1. A psalm or a psalm of Asaph. Keep not silence, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. For lo, thy enemy make a turmoil. A turmoil goes into a riot. Okay, they a plot, a plan, a plot against you, a turmoil. And they that hate thee have lifted up thy head. Okay, who is they that hate thee? The 17 nations, starting with Edom. They're not in our family. They're not part of us. Okay, they're not like us, and this is only for us. Okay. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, okay? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, from even being in existence, y'all. Come on now. How could you love a man or a people that have this plotted against you? That the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance, okay? Vocab Malone, Dr. White, have you ever justified that? This is Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. So you really believe all the nations are going to be saved when their plot is to destroy us, the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Okay, that the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance. Okay, now doesn't that include the same people that are sending aid to Israel today? Okay, come on, man. It just does not make sense unless you have understanding. Okay, for they have consulted together with one consent. Who? All of the nations, the 17 nations. Okay, and along with sellout suckers like I played, Senator Scott. So the 2/3 of our nation. All right. For they have consulted together with one consent they are in confederate in league against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. I wonder why that would come up first. Edom, okay? Self-proclaimed white man, but red, all right? Been running from his identity since he was put on earth, okay? And the Ishmaelites, okay? Of Moab and the Hagarites, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek. Who is Amalek? Esau's grandson. Okay, so we're mentioning all of these nations, and then we go from Edom to his grandson. Hint, hint. Okay. The Philistines, once again, another nation, another manner of man. We're talking about different nations here, but Edom got mentioned twice. The Philistines with the inhabitations of Troy. Assur also is joined with them. They have Hapon, the children of Lot, Salah. Okay? Now, we know that Lot is a just man, but his children actually are Ammon and Moab, okay? From his daughters, okay? And that's something you need to read up and do your research. So all of these nations are against us, okay? They're against us. And at the end of the day, they're going to pay the price. Because Yahweh Bashmi Awashai has appointed us for righteousness, okay? And he's appointed us for salvation, not them. So once again, this is only for us. I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.